Good morning, everybody. So I am just about ready for work. It is, I believe, 7:30. 7:30 in the morning. I don't have to leave until 8. I've been up since 4:30 because I got up with Stefano when his alarm went off. Yes. So I am in the last phases of our training program. Today's Thursday, so we are going to have like just a chat session on on the procedures and things. We're going to have a lot of phone time. We're supposed to have a lot of calling back and forth within the class. Hopefully my phone works. It hasn't been working in 2 days, so I really haven't been getting too much practice time. So yesterday, my oh gosh, I can't even think right now. My teacher, our instructor, she stopped me yesterday, and she's like, she's like, how comfortable do you feel about everything? And I said, well, I feel pretty comfortable that I can find the things that I need to know within, our guidelines. We have these fact checks things that you could go and you can look. It's like a reference page. You can go and find and look up information. She goes, and she says to me, well, just because you passed the test doesn't mean that you're going to make a good agent, she said. So I got really kind of worried that she said that. I'm like, why would she say that to me? So I was talking to another person in the class, and she's like, oh, you need to go to the human resources and talk to them before they come and talk to you about stuff. And just as she said that, it was funny, because just as she said that, the instructor walked out with Lindsay, our HR person, and they were having a conversation. So of course you're gonna, I'm sorry, I'm cleaning up stuff real quick. Of course you're gonna assume that they're talking about you because you were just talking with the instructor, like, oh my god, they're talking about me. So I got really nervous. That's my first reaction, was to get really nervous, like, oh my god, they're talking about me. So that was our first break in the morning. So then the second break, which was our lunch break, I decided I'm going to go over and I'm going to talk to the instructor and just say, hey, was there something, is there a reason why you said that? Is there is there something I could do? And she goes, oh no, she goes, I just wanted to make sure that you were comfortable, because you haven't had a lot of phone time. And I'm thinking to myself, well, why didn't you just say that? Why did you put it the way that you did, And she's like, well, I'm sorry I put it that way. She goes, I didn't mean to, make you worry or anything. She goes, that's not what my intention was. It was just to make sure that you were comfortable. And I'm like, well, I'm comfortable, but I'm sure there's things I don't know, you're not going to know everything. And I keep instilling this in our head. You're not going to know everything. You're not going to know everything. Even as an instructor, she's like, I don't know everything. I still have to look up stuff, So I'm like, well, that solves one problem, But why is the teacher, the HR person, keep coming in the room and standing behind everybody? She stands behind certain people, and then the teacher will call out your name, and she's standing behind that person, whose name was just called. It's just so weird. It's we have a test on Friday. The test is going to determine whether or not they hire us on or not, which is funny, because even if you're in law school, you get 3 shots at a test before, and this is 1 shot, you're done. That doesn't even make sense to me, but whatever. It's not my company, right? So, I keep my options open. I'm still looking for other jobs. It's just that I keep getting called for this one job, and I don't take it because, right now I'm in training, but I know I have that option for that job. It's just that this job pays really, really, really well, and I really like the pay for this job. So that's the reason why I'm trying to keep this job. But I have to remember that it's open book. When I mean open book, we can go to the references, the reference pages, and you can look up the answers there. But how they have it laid out is a little confusing to me. And so, talking about class, I sit next to my He's going to be our team lead for this project, the team lead for this project. There's 2 of them, and they're in 2 classes, and they're training with us. So, you know how your first reaction is to ask your neighbor, oh, well, what do you think about that? Well, his reaction to me, which I find odd all the time, is, oh, you can't ask me that. You can't ask me that. Why? You don't, right now you're not our team lead. You're training. You have to pass the test too. So, and he's getting just as many wrong as everybody else. So nobody's perfect here. So, you know, like, some people just take that role so serious that it just hurts your head first thing in the morning. So I've learned not to ask him any questions or anything, because that is just ridiculous. I sat next to, in two other places that I worked. One was the CEO of a company. Nobody knew who he was. He just wanted to see how the training was. He did the whole entire, and we had 4 weeks of training in that class. He did the whole 4 weeks with us. And so, like, it's funny how training has now just become a week of training and that's it. And, you know, I've never had that before, where there's only been 2 companies that have had that with, where the training is just a week. Like, this is for the federal government, for one thing. It's a lot of information for another, and I don't see why it's, if you look at the training module, it'll tell you week 1 training, and it only covers 2 things. Week 2 training covers the rest of what we just did yesterday. So, like, that's crazy to me that they cut this down to 1 full week, you know. So, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But yeah, even when I was in class with the CEO of the company, he didn't, like, he was asking me questions and I was asking him questions, because we didn't know that he was going to be the trainer for what, or the he was the CEO of the company. We did not know that. He didn't announce it to anybody. He just said he worked for some company and now he's trying something new. And that was funny, because something new was coming to the class. But, you know, it is, it's just crazy how some people think that their roles and everything are so much more important than everybody else's role. And that's how I feel about him right now. Like, he's like, well, don't ask me that. Like, no, you're in training with us, because the questions I'm asking you, you don't even know. You don't even know. They're like, if you're talking out loud, he's like, oh, don't ask me anything. Don't, like, why are you sitting here? Go sit at a desk by yourself and learn. Don't sit with everybody else, you know, like. And then he'll try to interject in the class and go, well, on the floor, and the trainer will always say to him, oh, well, we're not talking about that. So, like, he's jumping ahead way too fast, you know. It's like, even he's not perfect. I don't know. That's what my day is like. I'm just stressed out about getting this job and passing this test. I mean, they are like, you could pass with an 83, but we want you to pass with 100. So, like, I don't know. I'm wondering how many questions wrong is an 83. I don't know. I'm like, ugh. And, like, everybody in my class is younger. Like I told you guys before, everybody in my class is younger. They, like, turn their screens upside down. And, like, it's stupid. I get, you know. And they have their little clique, you know. They're all like, oh, this person's going to leave. And that person's going to leave. And blah, 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 blah. Like, you need a class for just 40-something and 50-something-year-olds. And you need a class for the 20-something-year-olds. Because there is, like, they're like this. They get everything like this. And the trainer's like, well, you know, Pam, she's like, there's a lot of people here that are taking their time. And she's like, you know what? Don't worry about what everybody else. And I'm not worried about them, but they make fun of people. And that is what annoys me. Why are you making fun? Obviously, you need this job too. Like, we're on the same boat here. Like, really? And they're like, oh. Like, right now, we're supposed to tell each other if we do something wrong. I had this one girl, she was like, oh, you didn't do that. And I wasn't even at that part yet. Like, I wasn't even there. I was like, well, I'm sorry, but we didn't get to this part yet, so I have to do this part to get to that part. Oh, yeah, I'm ahead of you. But she had to say it so loud that the teacher, like the instructor, heard it. So I'm like, you know, are you kidding me? So, whatever. Stupid stuff. Stupid. If you're not in the clique, you're not in with them. Booyah. I don't really care. I really don't care. I'm not there to make friends. I sit by myself at lunch because I want the peace and quiet. I sit by myself at break because I'm trying to get a hold of my husband. We work 2 different shifts, you know, like he's at work right now. He's been at work for hours now. I don't get to see him. So my breaks are trying to see if he's on break at the same time as me and getting to talk to him. My lunch is about thinking about everything that we just went through, and I go back in early and I practice on the computer a little bit, and I talk with the instructor. You know, like, she's the same age as I am, so, you know, we have a lot in common, you know what I mean? Like, I ask her about her travels, and, you know, and we just talk about all kinds of stuff. So it's not like I'm her friend, and you have to pass the test, so she can't take the test for me. I don't know. I'm just so stressed out. Oh my God, coffee is not what I need because I get so stressed out. Okay, everybody. This is my Thursday. I'm so sorry for not making a video yesterday, but I was completely tired. I went on the computer, I watched a bunch of videos, and my poor friend, Alea Marie, I'm so sorry for you. Like, ugh. People are just so horrible. So horrible. There's so many. I feel for you. I wish I could hug you. Here's a hug. Because, ugh, that girl. You know what I mean. Alright. Well, you know, keep in there and keep being positive. That's all I can say to you. And, you know, you're in my thoughts every day. And I hope that this whole thing is all done and no legal action has to be taken and she just drops it. That's what I have to say. Okay. Now, peace be with you. Alright, and for everybody else, thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for thumbsing up my videos. Thank you for commenting on my videos. I really so appreciate each and every one of you. You have no idea how much it really does mean to me. It makes me smile at the end of my horrible day. So thank you. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, thumbs up, and please come back. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Thank you. Happy Thursday to all those. Alright, thank you. And hang in there, Alea. We're all there for you.